Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you how you can install and use PyCharm on your Mac operating system. So for those of you who don't know what is PyCharm, PyCharm is the IDE which you can use to develop Python apps on your Mac operating system or any other operating system, right? So let's see how we can install PyCharm. Now before installing PyCharm, you should have some version of Python installed on your Mac operating system. So first of all, you need to go to your favorite browser and search for Python, and the first link which will appear here will be from python.org. So we are going to click on this link, and here you will straight away see the download section. And at the time of making this video, the latest version of Python is Python 3.14.2, right? You can also see this downloads option here at the top. You can either click on this download option or you can just click on this. So let me click on this download section here and then click on this option which says 3.14.2 for Python. And when I click on this, it's going to download this kind of package file. So this file name is something like this: python hyphen the version hyphen macOS 11.pkg file, right? So once this file is downloaded, you can go to the folder where it is downloaded and then just double click on this .pkg file. So let me double click on this .pkg file and let me minimize all the other tabs here. So here you can see the welcome window for the Python installer. So at this point, you just need to click on the continue button and then you can read through this information and then click on continue button. And then you have this license agreement. If you agree, click on continue and then click on agree. And then on the next window, you can see this will take around this much amount of space on your computer. So if you agree, just click on install here and give your Mac's password which you use to log into your Mac operating system, and then click on install software, which is going to start the process of installation of Python on your Mac operating system. And then it's going to open this kind of window. So this is the location where Python is installed, and it installs all these kind of utilities. So Python also comes with its own Python idle IDE. You have this Python launcher which you can use to set some settings for the Python. For example, if you want to give some flags to run Python command, then you can use it from here. We are going to see how we can do it. So at this point, I am going to just close this window, and then you can see here, once I close this window, it says congratulations, Python for macOS is installed on our Mac operating system. So at this point, I can click on close button, which is going to ask me if I want to move this installer to the bin folder. Yes, because we are done with this installer, so we can move it to the bin. So I'm going to click on bin, move to bin option. And once this installer is moved to the bin, we can start with the Python on our Mac operating system. So first of all, we are going to go to our apps section. So click on this apps icon here, and then you can see these two utilities which are installed by installing Python on our Mac operating system. So these are called idle and launcher, right? So when I click on the Python launcher, you will see that here I can set some preferences related to Python. So setting for file type Python script, interpreter will be this one. So Python is installed at this location, and we can use Python command using Python 3 command, right? And then it says run in terminal window. So when we open some terminal, we can run the Python using the terminal also. Also, we have all these options which are optional, right? So if at some point somewhere you read that I need the debug parser output or verbose import, then you can check all these checkboxes. For now, I'm going to leave everything as default and close this window. Now let's try to open the terminal. So terminal, if you don't know, is something which comes with your Mac operating system, so you can open it anytime, right? So just click on this spotlight search and search for terminal here, and here you can see the option for opening the terminal. So click on this terminal option, which is going to open this kind of terminal, and here you can just type Python 3 command. So just write Python and 3 space hyphen hyphen version. So we are going to check which version of Python we have installed. And now when I press enter here, it says Python 3.14.2, which is the version we have installed, right? So once you have Python, you can open your favorite browser and search for PyCharm, and one of the top results you will see here will be from jetbrains.com, which is the creator of this IDE. So we are going to click on this first link, and it's going to open this jetbrains.com / PyCharm, right? And here straight away you will see this download button for PyCharm. So you can click on this download button here, which is going to redirect you to this kind of web page. Here you can see it has detected that I am on the Mac operating system, so it has already selected this option for me. And then under downloads, I have these options. So nowadays, all the Mac operating system have Apple Silicon chips, so I'm going to just use this Apple Silicon chip option, which is going to start the download of this PyCharm IDE.dmg file, and it's around 1.1 gigabyte file, so it can take some time depending on your internet speed. So once this file is downloaded, we can go to the downloads folder, or you can directly click on this DMG file. So I'm going to just click on this DMG file from here itself. Let me minimize the browser. So to install PyCharm, you just need to drag and drop this PyCharm icon into your applications folder. So you just need to press command key on your keyboard if you are not using the mouse, right? So just press command key and then drag this PyCharm icon into your applications folder, which is going to move this PyCharm IDE file into the applications folder. And once that's done, you can go to the apps section here, and then you will be able to see this PyCharm icon into the applications section, right? So this is available here. So once that is done, you can close this, and you can also unmount this. So right click on this and then eject PyCharm, which is going to eject this DMG file from your Mac operating system. And then let's go to the apps icon and click on the apps icon, and then click on the PyCharm option from here, which is going to launch PyCharm IDE on your Mac operating system. So if you are opening PyCharm for the first time, macOS is going to give you this kind of warning which says PyCharm is the app downloaded from internet. Are you sure you want to open it? Yes, we want to open it. So we are going to click on open PyCharm. And then for the first time, it's going to show you this PyCharm user agreement. So just read it. And then once you agree, click on this checkbox, which can confirm that you agree, and then click on continue. And once you do that, you will see a few more pop-ups. I generally click on allow here and also allow here, so that PyCharm can access my folder system and file system and other things, right? So now we can see the next window here. So in this window, PyCharm is going to ask you if you have any version of IntelliJ IDEA or Visual Studio Code or Cursor or other IDEs. Do you want to import setting from those IDEs? For now, I don't want to import anything from any other app, so I'm going to click on skip import from here. And once I do that, it's going to open the PyCharm IDE. You can see the simplified UI of PyCharm looks like this. So now you can see a PyCharm IDE has been launched, and you can create a new Python script from here, or notebook script from here, or you can open some folder from this option. So let's create a very simple Python script, and let's try to run it. So for that, you can just click on new script here. PyCharm is going to create a sample Python script which you can test using PyCharm, and this script looks like this, right? So it's going to print hello and whatever name which is passed to this Python method, and the name which we are passing here is PyCharm. So it's going to print hi PyCharm, right? So once this script is created, you can see the name of this script is script.py, right? So this is the script which is created. And when you create a script, you can see PyCharm has already created a default folder which says PyCharm miscellaneous project, and under this folder it has created this script.py file. Also, PyCharm creates the virtual environment. You don't need to know everything about virtual environment for now, but it auto creates this virtual environment for you also, right? So once this script is created, you will see this run button on the top. So you can just click on this run button, which is going to run your script, and it's going to print hi PyCharm, which is the outcome of this script which PyCharm has created for us, right? Now, in the newer version of PyCharm, it also comes with AI chat capabilities. So you can see this option. When you hover over this option, it says AI chat. So when you click on this AI chat option, you can install the AI assistant plugin, and it comes with the free trial for 30 days. And once you install this plugin, you can use AI to create your Python script or help you to run your script, and it's going to help you to create your Python project and run your Python project, and help you to debug your Python project also, right? So many capabilities can be unlocked when you install this plugin for the AI chat, right? So also using PyCharm, you can debug your Python script. So this is the option for that. So you can add these kind of breakpoints. So when you just hover over this number, you will see this red dot, and when you click on this red dot, it's going to add those kind of debug bookmarks. And when you click on the debug Python script, it's going to stop add those bookmarks, right? So we stopped at this bookmarks, and then you will be able to see all those variables which are available for those that debugging. And then using those debug options, you can step over or step into that function, or move ahead from these options, right? So I can just click on step over, which is going to move my cursor to this point. And at this point, the name variable contains PyCharm string, right? So this name variable contains PyCharm string because we have passed this, right? So this is how you can debug also. If you just want to resume your program, click on this resume, and it's going to just resume your program and then give you the output. You can also view all the breakpoints using this view breakpoints option, and remove all the breakpoints or add more breakpoints from here. So you can see once you click on those breakpoints, you can just remove those breakpoints from here also. Also, you can open the Python console using this option. So click on this option, and it's going to just open the Python console. From here, you can just use the Python REPL to evaluate your commands, right? Something like 2 plus 2 is equal to 4 or something. PyCharm also allows you to open the terminal. So it's going to just open the macOS terminal here, and from here also you can run some scripts or whatever command you want to run it. Also, you have those services options, so you will see all the services which are running in the background. Also, you can link your project with the version control system like Git or any other version control system, and then you will be able to see the changes or control those version control things from your IDE itself. Now, if you want to add any Python interpreter, right? If you have multiple versions of Python installed and if you want to select the Python interpreter or any other settings, click on this PyCharm option here and then click on settings. And from here, when you click on Python, you can uh, do the settings related to all these options. So for example, interpreter, when I click on interpreter, the current interpreter is this. I can add the interpreter, add local interpreter, right? And PyCharm ID is going to recognize what kind of Python is installed on your system, and then it's going to show you all these options. So you can see I have Python 3.14 which is installed on my system. So whatever you see system here, these are the versions which are installed on my system. If I want other version of Python, it's going to allow me to download and install that Python version from here itself, right? So I can also do that from here. And you can see other settings. For example, I want to do some settings related to Jupyter Notebook or other plugins. I can install the plugins from here, from this marketplace, right? So I just want to show you that all these options are available here and you can use all those options from your PyCharm IDE. So I think that's it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed this video and I will see you in the next video.